How about that band, huh? Woo! Good morning. Please take a seat. Thank you all for joining us, for braving the weather. I was talking to the new AD yesterday and told him we were talking about the Vikings game, and I said a lot of teams, they kind of wait for that last magical play, but we grind it out. That's what we do here at the University of North Dakota, and we grind it out through this kind of weather. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to our folks who are watching online, and welcome to the folks listening on Radio Land. We appreciate everybody being here. My name is Peter Johnson. I serve as the Interim Vice President for University Relations for some number of months still to come into the next year, and I'm very happy and proud to be in that position. I served on the Athletic Director Search Committee. I think I'm very pleased with the folks that we were able to bring to campus, and I'm very pleased that we got to this point in that process. It was a hard process, not a hard process, it was an intense process. And I'm very pleased about the fact that we got to where we're at. Intense meaning we all put in a lot of time, so the search committee members really did an excellent job. So we're going to introduce today the new AD, and the person to do that is UND's #1 leader in action, #1 Fighting Hawks fan, the president of the University of North Dakota, Mark Kennedy.
Thank you, Peter. Thanks, everybody, for being here. We had a really great number of folks apply for this job, and that was a reflection of the fact that we have a passion for our sports here at the University of North Dakota, as witnessed by the good crowd here today. So give yourself a crowd for being such great fans of University of North Dakota. I want to also say that the search committee did a fabulous job. Tom DiLorenzo, our provost, led it, but with the search committee members that are here that helped in this process, please stand up and be recognized. We had a change in law here that I want to call out to that allows us to only report the finalists. And that really allowed us to have multiple Division I sitting athletic directors to choose from, something new for us. But this is really the best that we have selected. And so this is an example of how we can attract the best to Grand Forks, North Dakota, and they can help us be the best. Bill, you are now part of what we call the Frozen Chosen. Here in Grand Forks, few are called, but many are frozen. I was talking to Mark Pryor, who did his interview, came during a storm, he said, and he's still here years later with a couple of Division I conference championships to show for it. I want to applaud those that came in on a snow day to finish the interviews. But when we got done with that process, we found that we had 4 great applicants. And it was a very difficult decision for me to pick. That's exactly the way you want it. But Bill was just a notch above the others, and let me tell you why. He was a National Athletic Director of the Year twice. There's a school down south of here that's won a few FCS championships. They've kind of crowded the schedule of winning those championships for the last couple of years. But Eastern Washington, with Bill Chaves as the athletic director, was one of those schools that slid in a national championship in between. So he knows what it takes to be a national champion. We were very pleased to go to the big dance in basketball for the first time. He, with his group, has done that twice. But he's the kind of person that I think will fit in well here at University of North Dakota and at North Dakota. I think you'll get to very much enjoy he, his wife, and his family and how they really fit in with us. But his goal is to attract great coaches, that attract great students, that build upon the wonderful progress that Brian Faison and others have built here at the University of North Dakota. We've had great days. I think even brighter days are ahead with Bill Chaves as our new athletic director. Please welcome Bill Chaves.
Wow, this is tremendous. Thank you to the band and to the cheerleaders for coming. Awesome, really, really awesome. Thank you so much. So I'm going to start with something that's probably a little unorthodox, but I'm 51 years old, been around for half a century, and I'm now passing my last name down to my kids as well. And I would say throughout my time, I've heard a lot of pronunciations of my last name. So now I think I have figured it out. All I need to do is come to Grand Forks, North Dakota, and say that one of the most outstanding student athletes ever to play here rhymes with my last name. So thank you, Jonathan Chaves. I really do appreciate that. And I look forward to getting to meet you. I know you're a little busy at this stage of the game. With that, I've got a number of thank yous. First and foremost to President Kennedy. To entrust me with this particular position, I'm humbled and I'm honored, and I certainly will not let you down. I look forward to serving this great institution. To the search committee, Dr. DiLorenzo, thank you so much for chairing it. Wonderful, wonderful job. Peter Johnson, who was my host during the visit. I didn't realize during that time that we would have someone else named Betsy on the trip with us, but Betsy made it interesting for sure. And I'm not sure who the actual policeman was or campus officer that let us into that door that on Thursday morning, but he's a star, and I can't wait to go see him when I come back on campus. Carr Sports Associates and Bill Carr, thank you very, very much. Bill's a professional, and I really appreciated him through the process. Certainly, I want to thank Eastern Washington University, Cheney, Spokane. For the last 10 years, I've called Spokane and Cheney home, and it's been a great ride. I couldn't be any more excited about what we were able to accomplish, but at the end of the day, it came back to our student athletes and our coaches and our staff. They're the ones that did all the heavy lifting. And I look forward to the same things occurring here in Grand Forks. To Brian Faison and his team and Daniela, congratulations on your exciting opportunity. I've gotten to know Brian and Daniela and Sue during the Big Sky meetings over the last 5 years, and I've been able to, from afar, watch the programs evolve here. And the last 9 or 10 years have been amazing. I hope that under our new leadership, we'll take the baton and sprint around the track as well. So we're excited about that. Overall, again, humbled and honored to be here. It's an exciting opportunity. I know that this particular situation, especially with the majority of the sports going back into the Summit League and rekindling rivalries up and down I-29, is going to be an exciting, exciting time, and I look forward for the next decade. So how do I make decisions? I think that's probably pretty important for you to know how an athletic director makes a decision. You have to have a lens. And my lens is when something walks into my office, I say, is it good for the student athlete? Is it good for the department? Is it good for the university? Is it good for the state? And that keeps you grounded because many, many things are going to come through that office. And if you're not grounded, you want to make sure the very first thing is it good for the student athlete? And talking about the student athlete, it's about you. That's why we're here. It's ultimately about the student, for sure, at an institution of higher learning. But as the athletic director, it's about the student athlete. I'll ask them to do 3 things. I'll ask them to earn their degree, number 1. Absolutely, it's why they're here. Be a leader, but be a leader in action. And then perform to your highest ability when you're here. Time is short. The window is short. It's going to go by fast. I ask them to do that over and over again. To our coaches and staff, I look forward to working with you hand in hand. I just met with them upstairs a little bit 10 minutes ago, and I can't wait to come and figure out how can we lift everything up. That's the question. The One UND strategic plan for the institution is tremendous. I think the athletic department can follow suit and envelope in with a plan of their own that can lift all the ships in the department, and I look forward to doing that. start with potentially a listening tour. Make sure that we listen to everybody. There's many constituencies that are concerned about this particular entity, and I'm excited about the opportunity to make sure we listen and then we activate well. To the UND community, please know, faculty, staff, you're incredibly important. We're all in it together. It's a very visible platform, and we need to do our part to grow the institution. That's why we exist, to make sure that this platform is used in a way that makes you proud every single day. To the Grand Forks community in the state of North Dakota, this is a big responsibility. Lots of accountability. I understand that coming in. Please know you'll get my best every single day. To our loyal alums, fans, and supporters, our job is to make you UND proud every day. I'm not quite sure how that's going to be every single day, but it will be every single day. I know many of you have pledged your loyalty. I know I pledged mine today, which is great. And you'll be getting something. Champions clubs and season ticket holders will be getting a letter from me in the near future as well. And finally, before I wrap up, I just want to thank my family. I didn't think I'd get emotional. They're special. I know it'll be tough on them coming here, but they're going to find a beautiful, beautiful life here. I know it. The people are great here. You have 10 years at somewhere and you unwind. They're going to have a great 10 years when they come here. And I can't wait for them to be here. Sorry, I'm getting a little emotional. But it's why I do what I do. With that,